if you would like to see how I set up a weekly spread in my reading journal, keep on watching. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shamiza, also known as the Curvy African Planner, here on YouTube and on Instagram. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. And if you're one of my OGs, y'all know I got love for you. So today's video, as you guessed in the title, is I am setting up a weekly spread in my reading journal. And this is the Undated Classic Vertical I can't even speak today. Classic Vertical Planner. It is undated, and I just recently picked this up and I really wanted to use it as a reading journal. So let's jump right in. Today's stickers are brought to us by Planet Darby. I will be using one in a melon and green scratchy boxes. So I already went ahead off camera and I fussy cut all of the stickers out that I was going to need for today's spread. And let's just jump right into it. So this, I wanted to show this again because I'm so obsessed with it, but this is the monthly spread. If you watched my previous video, you will have seen that this is where I will kind of write down how much of my audiobook I've listened to each day and how many pages or chapters I've read in a physical book, which I am trying to make a habit of doing before bed. So this is very pretty. It is warm and inviting and makes me want to read all the books. So hopefully that stays true. All right, so here are the stickers, and I'm just gonna pull out the pages so that it's easier to work with. And let's get right into it. I have my trusty dusty tea in my, I don't know if you guys can see this, I don't know how much I can tip it over, but I'm obsessed with collecting these mugs from Starbucks, the Been There series. And anytime like I go anywhere that has a Starbucks, I will literally, I don't care how much it is, I will literally buy the mug. I think I'm up to 13 mugs now, and some of them include like some places in the States and Mexico. The one that I'm looking for is Mazatlan. I could not find it. They just opened a Starbucks there and I couldn't find the Mazatlan one, but I did find Los Cabos and Cancun, which I didn't have. So I got some things, not all the ones I wanted, but that's fine. I won't be a negative Nelly about it. Okay, so currently I'm reading two books. One of them I am listening to on Audible, and it is Butterfly 2 by, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name, something Antoinette. Ashley Antoinette? I can't remember. I'll have it in the description box below for you. Anyways, so I read her first one and I was like obsessed with it. I mean, like I listened to it on Audible and I was obsessed, and I probably finished it in like 3 days. So I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I need to know what happens in the sequel. So I definitely, like, you know, I had to download the second one. Okay, let's work on one page at a time. You know, I had to download the second one because like I needed that book in my life. Okay, so to help me with these stickers, like peeling them, because I do print these stickers on sticker paper, I use an X-Acto knife. My nails are really thick, so I have a rough time like getting into the stickers, but I use an X-Acto knife to just kind of lift up the edge here. This one is really sharp, so I just bought it, and when it's really sharp, sometimes it cuts right through the sticker, but that's okay. Okay, so here we are. I am so obsessed with these. I love it. So I'm covering up the dates. The one thing that I like about this planner is that with it being undated, I'm not going to waste my time and date the weeklies, because I don't, like, I'm not necessarily going to write in it every day. So I'm just going to write in it like when I feel the need to write something that I've read or listened to that day. So, and I'm thinking of using one side of the spread for my audiobook and then the other side of the spread for my physical book. So on Audible, like I said, I'm listening to Butterfly 2, and a physical book that I'm reading is one that I've had on my shelf for like ages, but it's called Gone Girl. So that's what I am currently reading. I might have to, and then I'm just taking my Uniball Signo pen in white and just whiting out these lines because I don't need them. Let's be real. Okay, and then I'm gonna do some layering. Okay, that is not straight, but that's okay because I don't want to lift the stickers up again. Okay, so that is what's been happening, and so that I literally just take the time to read right before bed, which works out really well for me. And I just read like a chapter or two a day just to stay on top of the book. And then the audiobook I listen to while I'm putting baby to sleep, so that, you know, I'm being somewhat productive. So I'll just put my headphones in, like one of my AirPods in, and I will, yeah, put her to sleep and read a book. Or listen to a book, I guess. And that's a great way for me to get some reading in. And it's just motivating because, like, you know, you see how much you've read, and it just motivates you to want to read some more. So that's what I've been doing. And it's been working really well for me. And then when I went to Mexico, I think I might want to put this one here. When I went to Mexico, I actually read 2 physical books in a week, and I have never done that before. Like, I've never finished a book on vacation, but this book was so good, and I've talked about it in a previous video, but it ends with us and it starts with us by Colleen Hoover. And so yeah, so reading those 2 physical books, I guess, just really got me back into wanting to read some more again. So here we are. And then I wanted to like dedicate a space where I could like write about what I read, because if you've read some of Colleen Hoover's books, you'll know that some of her stories are like really heavy, and sometimes you just need a space to like write out what you're feeling. There's lots of emotions to process in that, like in her books, like especially Verity. Oh my gosh, it took me like a few days before I could start listening to another audiobook, because I just felt so like, that was a hard read. There's lots of like trigger warnings with that one too. So if you're thinking of reading it, please read the warnings. But yeah, like that, the storyline was good, like from the very beginning. That's what I like about Colleen Hoover's books. You don't have to read very much to like get into the story or become obsessed with the story. So like she kind of just gets right to the point. Anyways, so those books, like her, especially Verity, and it ends with us. If I would have had like a journal to write down how I was feeling while I was in Mexico and reading this book, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what it would turn out to look like. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. I'm dedicating a space where I can write down some thoughts and feelings, some favorite quotes, and just have it look all pretty. Because I mean, like, why do we do what we do, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to the next side, but I'm gonna keep this here just in case I want to add a few more things. So yeah, I want to make it a little creative, like a creative journal. something that, you know, I can look back on and be like, oh yeah, like I read that. That was a good one. And then another thing I've like really like doing, especially with printables, is being able to like cut them out and place them down on my page first to see like if I like the layout, if I want to change it up maybe. I like being able to have the space to do that. I think I'm going to move this over here. Maybe like that. And then that way I can just, oops, I can, you know, write some different things, add some different elements, change up my font style just to like bring it all together. And I think we'll do something like that. And the great thing, like I said, about printables, I'm sure you've heard me say it time and time again, but you can literally print as many copies of these as you need, which I really appreciate. And then, I don't know, it just like all comes together. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And then the other thing that I like to do is, depending on whose stickers I've used, I like to actually use the name of the sticker sheets and then stick them on at the bottom. That way I always know like whose stickers I've used and like whatever. So awesome. Okay. I would love to know in the comments below what you guys are reading, because I'm always adding new books to my list of things to read. I like, honestly, like, I don't know, I like to read books where I can literally get lost in them. It doesn't matter to me, like, if it's romance, comedy, real life, you know, like books that are based on true stories kind of thing, like anything that can really keep me engaged throughout the book, I think I'm happy with. Like with Gone Girl, I'm like, it's a very different read than like reading a Colleen Hoover book, because I feel like Gone Girl is like really wordy and you really have to like pay attention. You can't kind of skim through. Like sometimes when I'm reading a Colleen Hoover book, I feel like I can skim through a few words and like not feel like I've missed an integral part of the book. Whereas when I'm reading Gone Girl, I'm like, like I really have to pay attention. So if I'm sleepy, or like last night when I was reading the book, I was a little sleepy, and so I was kind of skimming through, and then I would like get to the bottom of the page and I'd be like, what did I just read? So then I'd go back and reread it, and that's when I knew that I was like, okay, maybe I just need to put it away and like do this tomorrow. So that is the only downfall to like reading right before bed. And normally like I get into bed about 9 o'clock, so I read from like by the time I'm done my face washing routine and all that kind of stuff, I'm in bed by like 9:30, and then I read until about 10, so it's not too late. And then yeah, so I've been doing that, and I've been like really proud of myself for being committed and you know, like actually reading the books and not just going to bookstores and buying them. That's what I used to do when my anxiety would be really high. I would go to the bookstore and I would just like walk around, because like walking around a bookstore really helped ease my anxiety. Like just the smell of the books, like I love how new books smell. Like I'm so weird, but I really love how new books smell. And so when you walk in a bookstore, like that's all you can smell. Or the coffee, like sometimes some bookstores have like coffee shops. Ours used to have a Starbucks, they don't anymore. But when they did have Starbucks, it could be so nice to just walk down the aisles of all the books and then smell like the fresh brewed coffee. and that was like magical in itself. And then all the Starbucks closed in our bookstores, but I think we're getting a Good Earth now, and it's just taking some time for them to like set everything up and get going, but it's fine. I can be patient. Anyways, so every time I would go, I would literally buy a book, and I wouldn't even need it, but I had sticky fingers and I couldn't leave the bookstore without buying a new book, which was really, I find it funny. But so now I have all these books on a bookshelf, and I like untouched. Some of them even have receipts in them. And so I'm starting to shop my book stash instead of going back to the bookstore and buying new books. If there's something that I really, really want to read, I will get it on Audible, because I've had the Audible subscription for like so many months. So then every month you get like a new, like you get a, oh my god, a credit. You get a credit. So then you can get a free book for the month. So I literally have like, I don't know, 8 or 9 credits left. So if I really, really, really want a new book, or like there's a trending book on TikTok or something and I really want to read it, I'll get it on Audible, and then I'll listen to it while I like put baby to sleep or while I do some chores around the house. Just really depends on like what I'm doing. So now I'm just going in with my Uniball Signo gel pen, and I'm covering in the dates, because like I said, I'm not going to write in it daily. Like I'll write in it maybe once or twice or even 3 times a week to like kind of jot down what I've read that week or what I've listened to that week. And then yeah, and that's the spread. I actually am so obsessed with the way it turned out. I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to see what it looks like when it's all filled out. And I'll probably have like a reel or something on my finished, or like maybe I'll post a picture. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. Okay. So that is the finished spread. I'm so obsessed with it. I love it. Okay, so if you are interested in purchasing from Planet Darby, please do consider using my code. It is Shamiza15. I will have it in the description box below for you. And just as a reminder, for this spread specifically, I used Planet Darby's One in a Melon and Planet Darby's Green Scratchy boxes. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I truly, truly appreciate it. If I've done this video justice, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and that post notification button so that you guys know every single time that I upload. And remember, it is a cruel, cruel world out there, y'all. So be kind to one another, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.